How do I feel about Ted Cruz?
Ted Cruz?
Ted Cruz. How do I feel about Ted Cruz?
I actually believe he could be a good candidate.
I like him actually better than Donald Trump because Trump's more of a billionaire. I can't really relate to him. I can relate more better to Cruz than I can Trump at this point.
Ted Cruz he can be an idiot. He says some things that are really stupid.
Lately on the internet, the only thing about Ted Cruz that I've seen is that he's a Zodiac killer.
People think he's a Zodiac killer, but then the same amount of people that think he's a Zodiac killer are the same amount that want to vote for him.
He is slightly sneaky and not to be trusted. I'm not a big fan about Ted Cruz.
Ted, I love him. I think he's great. I come from a Christian home, and seeing Ted Cruz being a great Christian man.
Honestly, he lost my vote when he said I'm a Christian first and an American second, because I believe that the presidency should not be about religion.
I don't really think I like him a lot just because of his views on the LGBTQ community. So,
very establishment Republican. Given the field, that's not the craziest thing that's out there right now.
Way too far to the right to be an effective leader.
He just doesn't feel the need that same-sex couples should have the rights that we do, as if I was to marry a man versus me marrying a woman. He doesn't think that's the same thing, which is really annoying to me.
He's not a fan of women, which I'm a woman, so that kind of sucks, but yeah, not a huge fan of him.
I think he means well, but I think his perspective is just too jilted, and I think any of his ideas or things that he would want to bring about would just cause more division, and we'd even get less done.
Some of the things that he says are very degrading. Not as bad as Donald Trump's comments, but definitely pretty bad.
We need a leader who cares for everyone and cares about the issues that everyone is going through.
I think he's a great candidate. I know right now it's kind of tied between him and Donald Trump, but if Ted Cruz were to be in office, I think that would be amazing.
He seems more like he's going back against Donald Trump, like that's what he's focusing on instead of politics.
I don't personally go with his views or his policies, but as a person, I don't think he's that bad.
We need a president who's going to improve those situations, not take side with ignorance. Because it hurts us and it's going to tear down the country that's been built, on so much. We have so much to be grateful about here, but it's like if we don't have a leader who appreciates that and is not trying to improve on that, it hurts us, and that's kind of how Ted Cruz is.